Alright, you guys, we're here for a surprise emergency briefing here on the severe weather ongoing in the Dakotas. We have damaging, destructive, life-threatening 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts rolling through southwestern North Dakota right now. A trained weather spotter reported an 89-mile-per-hour gust, an 89-mile-per-hour gust was reported at the Dickinson Airport, and trained weather spotters are also reporting 90-mile-per-hour winds with this storm. So this is an extremely dangerous situation for Richardson, Hebron, Golden Valley, and Zap, as well as Dodge. You have to seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, in an interior room, and away from windows, because these are the kind of winds that can not only destroy trees and power lines, but they can tear apart your roof, alright? If you have any, outdoor objects, they're going to get absolutely blown all over the place across the streets. It's the kind of storm that is going to knock out power for almost everybody in the area. It's going to be extremely dangerous for everybody here along the Interstate 94 corridor in between the Glen Olin area and Taylor. Behind the severe thunderstorm warning, we have a tornado warning because this storm was tornadic for a little bit. At this point, the tornado threat has decreased with it, but it's still a potential to look out for down the line. Now, that's not it, guys. The entirety of this line here is producing winds up to 80 miles per hour for the most part, all across North Dakota. So if you are in any of these severe thunderstorm warnings, you need to seek shelter, all right? We are talking about, again, 90-mile-per-hour winds at times with this line of storms, and pretty much the entirety of the line having the capabilities at the bare minimum to produce 70-mile-an-hour winds. So you got to be in that tornado safe spot. Again, these are tornado force winds, easily 90-mile-an-hour winds or EF1 tornado force. And EF1 tornadoes do destroy stuff, guys, alright? They do a lot of damage. So, again, I mean, this is basically equivalent to a hurricane, alright? It's going to be a short-lived hurricane. It's going to be very intense. Some of the more intense winds that you'll ever see up there in western North Dakota. So you have to seek shelter. Again, you have to get, on the lowest floor of a building. If you're in a mobile home, you got to get out. You can't just, ride through this one on the front porch and, expect to be okay in it, alright? It's not a storm like that. So you gotta take those severe storm precautions there. I don't believe I missed too much. I know I missed some very destructive winds, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't be live. But we're here now, and that's the important thing. So give me just a second here. So yeah, I did end up missing a tornado warning for Billings County, but didn't end up producing a confirmed tornado. And yeah, I mean, now obviously we've got these 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which is just insane, guys. I mean, this does not happen in North Dakota, ever. So, again, you gotta be in that tornado safe spot. Again, we have numerous destructive storms right now. Yeah, looks like I'm here for, kind of the worst of it here, honestly, guys. So, again, I'll bring up stream chat in a second. I'm just trying to see if I missed any information here. Just want to make sure I'm up to date with everything, Alright, yeah, so, here we go, guys. Again, 90-mile-per-hour warm storm. Not think we would see that today. Absolutely insane stuff. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. This is a destructive storm for northeast Stark, southeast Dunn, southwest Morton, and southwest Mercer counties. You gotta run, alright? You gotta run to that safe spot. That's meant to say southeast Stark. Wait. No, it's meant to say sorry, it's meant to say northwest Morton, not southwest Morton there, by the way. So, just insane, guys. The tornado warning has now expired. So we'll update that stream title there to 90-mile-per-hour winds in North Dakota, because that's honestly even more significant than a tornado warning. Anyway, so we may get a tornado warning up here, by the way, close to Keene and Watford City. We do have some broad rotation. This storm is already severe warned. Actually, it's not rotating as much as I thought. Never mind. So again, at this point, our main focus here has to be on our 90-mile-per-hour storm. Obviously. Okay. Give me just a second here, guys. Oh, I'm bringing up stream chat as we speak. If YouTube would like to load, that is. Alright. Okay. So if anybody has any questions about the location, feel free to leave those down below. We do not have any chat messages yet. They went ahead and issued a never mind. Sorry, I was mistaken. I thought they issued another 90-mile-per-hour severe warning, but they did not. Okay. So, here we go, guys. I mean, tornadoes didn't even turn out to be the big threat for today's event. It's the damaging wind gusts. Again, we had one tornado today in Louisiana, but the North Dakota storms and the Montana storms, they have been huge, huge windbags. And, again, there's that, it's been there for a little bit, but look at the 89-mile-an-hour gust there to the south of Dickinson. Very significant, indeed. That's crazy. For North Dakota, that's insane. So again, this is not only, Dickinson Airport recorded, but also train weather spotters are reporting apparently 90-mile-per-hour winds with this storm, which is crazy stuff. Live look from Aaron J-Jack. Look. Wow. It doesn't look that windy, actually. But there's no visible indicators here on how windy it is either. Oh, wait. Yeah, the trees are actually shaking quite a bit, it looks like. But I don't think so.
Okay. You're not streaming right now, are you?
I am streaming. Alright, everybody, we're back. Sorry about that. Again, we are continuing to watch these absolutely just insanely dangerous storms here rip through southwest North Dakota. As, again, we are talking about the threat for 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. And not just the threat, but it's confirmed. Alright. So, again, you gotta be in that tornado safe spot. For sure. This could be a derecho. I think it is a derecho at this point. We've had a 240-mile-an-hour swath of widespread wind damage here. Yeah, I think this is a derecho. For sure. The severe limit wind reports were coming back all the way from Billings, Montana. Now this line is all the way out here, and the Dakotas still going strong. So at this point, I think it's a derecho. I know I said that yesterday and it wasn't a derecho, but I think this actually is a derecho. And, there's no confirmation that yesterday wasn't a derecho. Just throwing that out there. It's debatable. Wasn't as intense as most derechos are, but this is a very intense event. So, there's the new SPC update. You can see they're sticking with the enhanced risk of severe weather. 3 out of 5 on the SPC scale. And they actually did remove the slight risk in Utah and Colorado, first of all, and also they split the slight risk here. They cut out a section of northwest Kansas, which is interesting. It's an interesting play right there. Sorry, I know I'm snorting a lot. I'm trying to clear my nostrils. We got, again, they're keeping the 5% tornado risk, 30% hatch wind risk, 15% hail risk. They did downgrade the hail risk quite a bit, but still got, again, those destructive storm threats in play. Yeah, I think at this point it is a derecho. It's traveled already 300 miles, and it's had widespread wind damage reported across that swath. So I believe that classifies it as a derecho. So yeah, I mean, they were talking, 75 to 85 mile per hour gusts, the SPC was, but we're exceeding that already. We're at 90. At this point, they're saying radar indicated, which is confusing me, because there was a report. I guess the report was too long ago, maybe, to be considered, and it was too far away, but this doesn't look any weaker to me on radar. I guess that's why they're keeping it radar indicated, obviously, but... sorry. Yeah, I mean, the QLCS tornado threat is in play, but at this point, the threat for tornadoes has gone down significantly since earlier. I mean, especially the threat for, like, strong tornadoes, those two supercells never ended up producing, so now, I mean, at this point, the tornado threat is close to none. I'm really surprised they kept the 5% risk. I would have put it down to a 2% risk if I were them, but, their call, and that's what they said, so... Obviously trust the SPC over B, but... I highly doubt we're going to see a tornado tonight at this point, at least in the Dakotas. We may see another spin-up somehow in Louisiana. I mean, it's unlikely, but the first one was extremely unlikely, so... Alright. So again, absolutely insane pocket of winds here, guys. Let's actually just go ahead and measure these. Why not? Since they're saying it's radar indicated. I guess we're kind of far away from the radar site, so these aren't completely accurate. That's why they're showing lower than 90 there. But yeah, I mean, again, if you're in Hebron, you gotta be in that safe spot. I mean, these winds are ripping right now in Hebron, I imagine, or they're about to be anyway. I mean, look at this, guys. Huge pocket of destructive winds there. Huge. Those blues, especially the dark blues, those are where you could have some of your 90 mile per hour winds there. Let's see here. Store relative velocities. Yeah, no rotation or anything with this right now. Nothing crazy anyway. Yeah, we're gonna see a tornado in Hawaii. Anything's possible in 2024. I mean, Hawaii does get tornadoes. They're just very rare. Obviously. But they do get more than Alaska. I mean, that's not saying much, but, you know. Alrighty. So... Goodness, dude, my nose is really stuffy, sorry. Okay, we're just gonna keep watching these here. We can't, not be live for an event like this. You know, this is a historic moment for people in western North Dakota right now. Even going into northwestern South Dakota, these are storms that they don't get too often. 70-mile-an-hour winds, ping pong ball sized hail, possible tornado. That's crazy for the Dakotas here. And again, the 90s, obviously the insane thing, but sometimes the eastern portion of the Dakotas gets storms like this. Still not super common, obviously, because these are just rare storms in general to get anywhere, but the western portion of these states hardly ever sees something like this. I mean, that's insane for the western portion of the Dakotas. The mountainous regions, if you will. I mean, eastern portions of the Dakotas are mountainous in some ways too, but not as much as the western portion of the Dakotas here. New severe thunderstorm warning. It's an extension for a storm here in South Dakota. Quarter-sized hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds, possible tornado. They issued that warning because we're switching National Weather Service zones from Rapid City to Aberdeen. So again, the National Weather Service in Aberdeen has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Corson County, northwestern Dewey counties, and north-central South Dakota. Hazard 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. This is a dangerous situation. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Intense thunderstorm lines can produce brief tornadoes and widespread significant wind damage. Although a tornado is not immediately likely, it is best to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. These storms may cause serious injury and significant property damage. They're putting all the tags on this. You know, you really should be in your safe place here, even in your 70-mile-per-hour wind tags here. What's up, Gooseman? Because, I mean, these are just really destructive storms. And storms that, again, this area does not see hardly ever. Just to, read the description here of the 90-mile-per-hour tag, this is the kind of stuff that they don't use in warnings almost ever in terms of severe thunderstorm warnings. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged or destroyed. Homes and businesses will have substantial roof and window damage. Expect extensive tree damage and power outages. And thunderstorm damage threat, destructive. They have the EDS tag. Alrighty. Sorry. So just back to the storm coverage here. Again, we're continuing to watch these 90-mile-an-hour winds here just absolutely rip through North Dakota, causing likely significant damage here. Just ripped through Hebron. Gonna continue to ride Interstate 94. You can see the Boeing segment so clearly, man. It's crazy. Alrighty. These winds are going to be approaching Highway 49 very soon here. So I don't have chat up right now. I'll bring it up in a second. Gosh, dude, my nose is really stuffy. Every time I have to blow it, I'll just mute up because I know it gets annoying and it's kind of gross as well. Alright. So, we do have 85% of Dawson County, Montana without power. That's big, guys. That is really significant. And we've also got 26% of Prairie County without power. Starting to see some outages here in North Dakota as well. Alright, I'm pulling chat back up, sorry. Wonder if we'll see a 100-mile-an-hour wind gust. It's iffy. Probably not, though. Alright. So, nothing else to say other than what I've been saying, widespread destruction likely after damaging thunderstorms rip through portions of North Dakota here. Luckily, there's not a lot out here. Again, Hebron's probably getting kind of the worst of it right now. They're probably getting significant wind damage. I mean, actually, it's already ripped through Hebron. The velocities are weird because of our positioning from the radar site. But, I mean, again, even down into South Dakota, again, you can see the widespread 50s, 60s, even 70-mile-an-hour wind reports there. Yeah, there was a 70-mile-per-hour gust estimate, I guess, by a train spotter northeast of Rapid City. Just kind of crazy. Alright, so they did actually go ahead and throw it down to 80 for the wind tag there on our destructive storm. Still, important to know that that is still an incredibly dangerous situation. You got to be in that tornado safe spot. But a little bit less pressing at this moment than it was a little bit earlier. And we'll take every scrap of good news that we can get here, because it's not looking good. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not looking good for these areas. So yikes, it is. You know what? We're going to throw on face cam. Why not? I forget how to do it. Video capture device. Okay. Device. FaceTime. There we go. Alrighty. I can't tell the difference between high and 1080p. Alright. Oh crap, I just realized that's covering the entire screen. Okay. Hold on, technical difficulties. Alright, that's not bad. Let me know if the face cam is too big. It's kind of like, why not have it on, What's my opinion for tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be interesting because the SPC, again, I pointed this out a couple streams ago, or last stream or something, but the SPC has a 5% tornado risk going out for portions of Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa. I don't see why. Let's look at the HRRR. Let's see if something's changed since last I checked. And, there's a good chance it has, because the HRRR changes significantly every run, but I don't see any kind of big time. Okay. Alright, it changed. So, yeah, 4 to 9 p.m. is probably the greatest time frame for tornadoes there in the Kansas City, Topeka, Manhattan area. And that's going to be where the greatest tornado threat is. Luckily, we have a cyclone port right smack dab in the middle of those areas. So, we're going to have a really good view to look at those storms around 6, 7 p.m. Now, the problem with tomorrow's event is I'm going to be out of town for most of the day, so I will not be able to go live until late into the evening time hours. So I'm probably not going to be able to go live for the worst of it, guys. I'm sorry. I am. I promise you. But, yeah, we're looking at some pretty significant stuff tomorrow. I guess things have changed since last I looked. But, yeah. That's my thought on tomorrow there. Let's see here. How's my face cam doing? All right. I don't know why, but my face is like low. Like I'm sitting up straight right now and it's still pretty low. How would I be able to fix that? This isn't going to change. It's not going to fix the positioning problem, but I'm still confused. What's the difference between 1080p and high on this? The lighting looks a little dimmer on the high. I don't know. Or maybe we do something like this. This should fix things. There we go. Alright. Could even get the microphone going in here so you can see the microphone. All right. So we're also gonna go ahead and make it a little smaller. So I know it's annoying editing all this stuff midstream, but yeah, you're in the slight risk on Saturday. The face cam's good. All right. Saturday you're in the slight risk. Yeah, I'm in the marginal on Saturday. Slight risk Saturday and tomorrow. And there's also, they went ahead and threw them out because, I mean, we knew they were going to get issued at some point, guys. Sunday and Monday, slight risks. They were like, why not just issue them now since we know that eventually they're going to be slight risk days? I wouldn't be surprised if Monday went enhanced or if Sunday went enhanced. This storm complex looks to be pretty intense. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. And I do think that Tuesday we're going to get a slight risk a little bit further southeast, kind of the general trend of how that was working, like down here. Maybe for parts of East Kansas, Southeast Iowa, Northern Missouri, and West Illinois there. So, yeah, I'd look out for that. But, okay. So got so many destructive severe thunderstorm warnings out. We got 3. One of them expires in 4 minutes. The other 2 expire in 19 minutes. And this is our one that was originally 90. So we have to watch this. A very clear Boeing segment. The velocities are a little less intense than they were earlier, but, still measuring some pretty high winds in those dark blue shades there. So again, potential Derecho just keeps chugging on. Watching the debate, I completely forgot that the presidential debate was today. I mean, it's not like I was going to watch it anyway, but... Alright. It's comical, I imagine. May have to go back and look at some clips. I may watch the full thing tonight if I'm bored, I don't know. Probably going to go to bed pretty early tonight, though, because, again, I have a big day tomorrow. And after that big day, we're going to be live here. Oh, gosh. It's the YouTube grind, man. It is. Yeah, we do need a break from the weather. The Goose Man, sorry, I just saw that message. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now, Kevin, but... Oh, gosh, if it's anything like last year's, then I'm in for a treat whenever I watch that. Gosh, I'm so excited to watch that now. Whenever it was first brought up, I was like, I'm not going to watch it anyway. Now I'm excited to watch it. The new severe warning, by the way, or one of our new severe warnings is an extension for our 80 mile per hour storm. They're actually throwing it all the way down to 70 now as it approaches center. And center alone. There's literally nobody. There's no other towns in this entire polygon. Oh wait, sorry, I was wrong. Beulah, Hayes, and Stanton, and center. My face cam is on. They can't see you, but
If they could hear me if I said something embarrassing.
I could just mute my microphone. I'm also live, so can't wait to watch Reed's Twister series, IRL series. Is he doing something like that? I don't keep up with Reed Timmer enough. I need to. He's literally the GOAT. I don't know, like, why I don't pay more attention to him. He will forever be known as the GOAT storm chaser, at least of the 21st century. I mean, even people outside of the weather community know who Reed Timmer is. I mean, he's almost a household name at this point. Although, as I say that, I'm probably the only one in my household that knows who that is, so maybe it's not almost a household name, but should probably put on my glasses, sitting this close to the screen. Connor Croft will be the next Reed Timmer, you think? It's a possibility. I mean, there are a lot of good chasers that age that I think have the potential to be the next Reed Timmer. But yeah, Connor Croft he's pretty amazing. The glasses glare really bad on the stream, though. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't wear my glasses during videos anyway. It's tomorrow at 11, you're in Eastern. It's getting wild. Yikes. Yeah, so again, if you're just not tuning in, we are watching these 80 mile per hour winds roll through North Dakota here. This is a derecho event, most likely, that we have ongoing. And again, I think it's already qualified as a derecho at this point. Maybe not, but I don't see what's... Like, it traveled 240 miles. It has widespread significant wind damage reported. It's a large band of storms. I don't see what's keeping it from being a derecho, you know? It's... I'm pretty sure this is a derecho, so... You know. I should play Outbreak. Yeah. Is it better than Twisted? That's kind of my go-to right now. I'm sure a lot of people have strong opinions on that, but I have not played Outbreak yet. Twisted will probably forever be my favorite storm chasing game, just because it's a game that even if you're not a weather nerd, you'll enjoy playing Twisted. All right, even if you're like, oh, that was fun, but I'd never play it again. I've never seen somebody say they actively disliked their experience playing Twisted. It's just that game that everybody loves. Storm Tracker Remastered. Parameters you need to understand, though. For Storm Tracker Remaster, I've never played that either. I really haven't played that many storm chasing games outside of Twisted, honestly. I'm just being honest. I don't really play that many video games anymore. Ever since I started doing weather, I I really don't play nearly as many games as I used to. Like I spend maybe an hour or two a night gaming, and that's like the total for the day, like an hour or two. I A lot of my time is towards YouTube and weather at this point, and in real life, outside of having a life outside of the internet. The only things I'm really doing on the internet at this point are weather and YouTube. So. ASMR? What? You mean Twisted? Twisted, you need to understand the parameters. I mean, Twisted, yeah, it's quite complicated if you're not a weather nerd, but if you're playing it with a weather nerd. Like, I played Twisted with some of my friends, and I feel like they enjoyed it, but only after I explained how it kind of worked. And that's honestly, if I was trying to show somebody to get interested in like how weather works, I would honestly have them play Twisted. That would be the first thing I have them do is play Twisted. No, but it's fun. I know a lot of people like it. Look at Radar 1 Year 3, understand Radar pretty well. Yeah, I think I have a good grasp on Radar. I definitely don't know everything, but I think I have a good grasp on it at this point after over a year of consistent learning. It's not like I only look at Radar once a day. I'm here for every outbreak, and these streams are a good learning experience, like especially my first ones. I learned a lot about Radar while doing them. I kind of taught myself Radar in a way. I think some of the biggest things that helped me with Radar, helped me learn Radar, was one, just watching YouTube streamers like Ryan Hall, Max Velocity. Two, just teaching myself Radar. I mean, it's not that hard to get a grasp on once you understand it. That made no sense, sorry. It's not that hard to learn, is what I meant. But, and then also, I took a NWS spotter class, weather spotter class, and they talked a lot about Radar, but it really didn't tell us too much. That wasn't like super. I mean, it was mostly older people that were there, so I think it was just meant to kind of teach them the basics. So I felt a little out of place there, but yeah, it was fun. And I definitely learned a couple of things. I'm not going to be like, oh, I already knew everything that they had to say, but I just don't think it was made for me. Yeah, Evan Freiberger's good, but the thing about Evan Freiberger is he's a smaller channel, so if you type a chat message, he will see it. Whereas if you type a chat message in Max Velocity's chat, there's probably a 25% chance that he sees it, and if you type a chat message in Ryan Hall's chat, there's a 0% chance that he sees it, so just because of how big of creators they are. I do this thing with my lip where I go, it looks super stupid on video. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. New severe thunderstorm warning, and it's gone. That's cool. Nate Snyder's another good weather streamer. It's 2 a.m. in Ireland. When the correlation coefficient doesn't detect rain or hail, how come the correlation coefficient detects hail if it only makes sense to you? Well, what? I mean, hail is much bigger, so sometimes whenever you get like massive hail, the reason we can see it on the correlation coefficient is just because, it thinks it's debris. If that's what you're asking. I don't know, are you asking something different? I feel like I don't understand the question. Ryan's only seen one of your chat messages. Honestly, he's not seen any of my chat messages, so that's good for you. He's hearted my comments before, but Ryan has seen 3 of your messages. Dang. Yeah, I have a heart from Ryan. I've gotten a couple of hearts, even on his main channel. He's pretty cool about that. He always hearts like the first 3,000 comments that he gets. So, if you have notifications on for his channel, there's a good chance he sees your comment. Yeah, vertically integrated liquid does detect very heavy rain sometimes, but for the most part, it's used to detect hail here. Like, if it was used to detect all rain, this entire thing would be filled up. But you can see it's mostly just heavy rain and small hail. I think it's really meant to be just small hail. And really, it doesn't do well with large hail. Like, as soon as you get to, like, quarter size, it's done. It's done. Even, like, penny size or nickel size. After that, it's done. So, it's better for events where you can't tell if there's hail or not, and you can check with that, I kind of got your answer. Okay. Gusty winds of 45 to 55 miles per hour will continue through 9 p.m. across the Denver metro area. It's interesting. I've never seen a special weather statement like that. And still got our destructive storms here for the next 5 minutes. Just saw a Twitter post on Twitter showing a model run 240 hours for Invest 95L. I mean, it's almost a guarantee at this point that it's going to become, at the very least, tropical storm barrel. The fear-mongering is insane. Yeah. I mean, we can't say, it's going to be, Category 5, barrel landfall in Gulf of Mexico. That's what a lot of people are trying to say. And you can't say that yet. You just can't. There's no way to know. But what we can say is there is a very, very high chance that even within the next 24 hours, we get Tropical Storm Barrel to develop, and there's a chance, again, it's not a guarantee, but there's a chance that we see some sort of U.S. impact from that. Right now, a lot of the models are, saying, hey, this will slam into northern Mexico and impact parts of extreme southern Texas as well. Very similar to the way that Alberto did. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because that area is already all screwed up for Alberto. They have a ton of damage and deaths and stuff like that. But, yeah. Ryan does fear-mongering sometimes. I don't know if he does fear-mongering. He over-exaggerates sometimes, but I don't know if he does fear-mongering, like, intentionally. I used to do that sometimes, and I got out of that habit really quickly because I realized that is just really scummy to do. Because you're basically just making stuff up whenever you have the power to tell the truth. So these storms will be near Bismarck very soon. And I do think that they could pose a risk for damaging winds in Bismarck, maybe 60 to 70 miles an hour. Sorry about that. Had to clear my nose again. You should start making weather forecast videos. You should. You should. You seem like you know a lot. I don't mean that in like a in like a condescension way. I mean, you probably know more than I do. Like, Okay. Yeah, I am too, Kevin. You know, it takes a while. Again, I definitely don't know everything there is about weather forecasting. I'm definitely still learning. But, you know, I think if we just stick with it, we're going to be, on track. Still trying to get on the wait list for this new weather data site. That's cool. You would make a weather channel, but your laptop is broken. That sucks. Alright, guys. You get made fun of in your elementary school years? Yeah. Yeah, that happens when you do weather. I don't understand why that's, like, hilarious to some people. But, I mean, I think it's a useful career position. Like, I would, you know, say that weathermen are just as useful as our construction workers and stuff like that. But, anyway... we're going to end off the live stream here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It has been eventful, fun, all sorts of stuff. So there will not be any more streams tonight, I can promise you that. Remember, tomorrow we will be live. It'll just be late. And yeah, not much else to say other than peace.